Good evening and welcome everyone to the Capital Circle. Um, Glad you guys could all join us this evening. Do we have any updates?
Hey everybody, it is Shay Keys. So my updates. I completed my spreadsheet for my let me get it out in a minute. Sorry. Um for my contacts. So I got my spreadsheet straight. And what I did last week, I've started looking up grants. So I don't know if well, I need guidance. So I don't know if anyway, I've been looking up grants just to see what's out there and, get a feel for the process. Oh, and
Awesome. Uh-huh.
I've been working on doing putting together some flyer type things for so I started going to retirement seminars because these retirement seminars have popped up like crazy in my area. So, or they're popping up on my Facebook. So, I've been going to retirement seminars and giving out information there because they're at the seminars. They're just pretty much trying to get these people to do IULs. So, and then of course, still with your IUL, your money is still just sitting there. So that's what I've been working on also going to networking events and stuff like those seminars.
How many people are showing up at those meetings?
Not a handful, maybe the last two that I went to, well, I only went to two, not the last two. So I've only gone to two so far. I don't think it was more than 10 people. And they're in the middle of the day, so I don't know. So actually I'm going to one on Saturday. So I'll see if that one is more is it'll be more people there. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Are they lunch meetings when they're having them, or are they um just serving like hors d'oeuvres or something?
The two, well, no, the ones that I've been to, they weren't serving anything. But this one Saturday, I believe they're serving maybe like a continental breakfast.
Oh, okay. And that's a little different than what I'm seeing here in this market. Gotcha.
So you're
Well,
seeing more people?
I'm seeing well they're focused on well each I have to put I'm gonna find one and put it in a group and show you guys what they're doing here. But we're seeing 20 to 25 people
Mm,
show up, and but they're doing dinner
okay.
or lunch, but it's like, you know, food, like real food.
Right.
So
Right.
whether
Right.
people are coming out to eat
Mm-hmm.
and, that kind of thing, but I think that's the trick for what the folks are doing here is that they're
Right.
providing meals. Because it's really going to cost them about the same thing because they're doing them in restaurants and the restaurants
Mm-hmm.
have a minimum. So their minimum is what's, they're using for their food and beverages or whatever. And but even with that, the $1,000 that they're spending, they get one client and that's paid for them 5 times over
Right.
out of those. So but the next time I see one, I'll drop it in the box so other people can know what it is we're talking about if they're not seeing them already in their groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've been doing something similar here in Vegas. They send it out and they like had it at what's that big steakhouse called? They do it at steakhouses normally. So I think they did a Ruth Chris one. They did what's that other one? Oh, Fleming's that everybody likes. So I've been seeing those come through, but I'm not old enough to go.
Well, you could
So they're
date
putting
you could date someone who is.
Okay.
so they have an age limit on yours, Latoya?
Yeah, it'll say you have to be 62 and over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
these, I don't know if maybe because of where, this is supposed to be the government capital. So I think what they're trying to do is get, all these people that have been furloughed and had to take those buyouts. So I haven't seen an age limit on ours.
Oh, okay.
Question on those buyouts. They were supposed to deliver the people their money between October 1st and the end of the year, right?
Well, it was different because there was three, I believe there were three different buyouts. So the first one was the one where the people could retire. So they had to have like 30 years and they could retire, but they got paid until the end of the year. And then there was a round. Well, so I'll just say two because I only know these two. So then the next round was the ones they got a lump sum. So I'm not sure about anybody else, but the ones, like I said, the other ones they got a lump sum.
Okay. Okay. Because I heard somebody complaining about they're not able to access their funds, which is a total of like over a little over 2 million because with the government shutdown and everything else, and they were supposed to something they
Mm-hmm.
were on that they are supposed to get their money starting October 1st. Between October
Oh,
1st and the
okay.
end of the year was the buyout or some
Mm,
package they took. And now they're like,
okay.
well, when are we going to get it if the government is shut down?
Mm-hmm. Or unless they left later. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure because, well, of course, there's so much going on with what he has going on. So, like I said, unless it was
Shay, were you
that
still
way. Like
talking?
I said, unless they left in September.
Oh, okay.
Did I? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that went on and then went back off. Gotcha, gotcha. Let me see something here. Latoya, how did you do with your one thing?
I actually did good. I sat down and decided, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the being the finance person, or looking for the money for the businesses, and actually came across the Verizon Small Business Grant for profits. They're doing a $10,000, so I sent that out to a couple of people. Um, have you had any experience with those?
Verizon? Mm-mm.
Verizon. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're doing it's open
Can you put the
now.
link in there?
Yeah.
Verizon? Because that'll be we can use that grant for this month. I mean, for
Okay.
this week.
Perfect.
A
I'm at
Verizon grant for
for small
small
businesses.
business.
Yeah, it has to be a for profit.
All right, well, we will add that to our list for this week.
All right. Let me grab it.
And I'm looking at, it was an announcement that came on October 8th. Verizon announces new round of grant funding for small business. You know what? I want to say I did because LISC is tied in with them, but they had a digital ready grant. But that I don't know if that was the same one. That might have been an old one. No, it's still
No,
this
it's the
same
same.
one.
Yeah, it's the same.
So it's the digital ready grant.
Oh goodness, I was on mute. Yes.
So last week, if you uh, was that last week? I don't know. The days are still turning in my head. I'll be able to share more of what in the world is going on over here shortly. I gotta wait for two more approvals and then I can. But they have so I don't know if it was last week or not when I was telling you guys about LISC and you guys if there was a LISC in your areas. Well, Verizon um they partnered with LISC to offer these grants.
Mhm.
And so and that was like early 2021. And so how LISC kind of works is LISC is in every pretty much major city and they kind of team up with and identifying funding and stuff for housing, all kinds of stuff. But so I see here that they did, and back in 2021, they had partnered with Verizon and administer around 14 million in grants through their partnership.
Oh,
So
right.
50 small businesses, each receiving
Mm-hmm.
$10,000 grants.
Yeah. Deadline is December 10th.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, you got to take 2 courses
That's the
before
same
then
one.
too.
So we
Yeah.
will make sure we are putting that in the yeah, see, I'm looking at your link and it says we partner with List to provide 50 small
Mm-hmm.
businesses. The partnership is through List. So if you guys were paying attention to last week, we covered List, and I specifically told some of you guys to go and connect with your List organization that's in your city as well. So the hardest part, guys, is getting to touch these people because it doesn't happen overnight. But you do have to get out to these networking events and get out to things. Like this week, I connected with a new construction company and just told them every event and conference that y'all are speaking at or getting invited to speak at or y'all know is going on for the market that I serve, send it to me. And then I'm just registering for all of those meetings. Even if I can't go, I'm registering because if I put it on a calendar and I can't go, the worst that can happen is that the people will send me future event information. I stay in their database. And then on those days and stuff that I can go, then I make sure I go. It can be tiring, but it's what you have to do in order to stay in the know, and knowing how some of these resources and stuff will work, especially in the places that you guys are already circling. So I'm looking now, Latoya, on your from the link, and I'm going through this, guys, right now because we're recording. And so this is really for the people who will listen in later. For those who are here, because you have time to get this one in as well, you might as well go ahead and apply now because it is for owners of for-profit small businesses based in the US, Puerto Rico, or US Virgin Islands. Nonprofits, excuse me, are not eligible. Applicants may apply for one business only and must be over the age of 18. So this one is going to be ideal for everyone on this call or listening in because everyone here has their own business. Even if you don't have an LLC, and let's say you're doing a single, like you just operate a company or whatever, and it's just in your name or it's just under you, that's fine. So, make sure you guys go and look at the frequently asked questions because this is the kind of program a whole lot of people are going to register for. And when that deadline closes, it's going to close. So I like that they have the frequently asked questions, who's eligible, all those kind of things. What's the timeline? Everything is in that space. So I think as a group, we all should apply by December 10th. What y'all think? The two
Yes.
people who are here.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure, for sure. I'm gonna go pull the kids in too for their businesses.
Right. So, all right. So the the three businesses that are here, like I said, if there's three, myself, Latoya, and Shay, then
Yeah.
what I am going to ask to prompt us to do is apply for our own businesses, right? And then bring one other business along, like a client that you may have, a kid, somebody else, so that it's more than just you, your one application, but there's another application
Mhm.
on there as well.
Okay.
Okay. That way that'll give you two things. You'll have applied for it for yourself or one of your businesses. So you then know how, what you did and that kind of thing. And then also you'll be able to add to resumes that you've helped somebody else with their process.
Okay.
Mm.
You see what I mean? This is how you have to
Okay.
start building your resume. And if you want to go and do more than one, fine. But, you know, this one is the one we're going to hold everybody here accountable for because we have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
The it's at the end of the year, well known organization. And if somebody is to get something like this, what they can use this for all the marketing for all the next year, because it's a known, entity, it becomes really important for you to add to your resume, for you to get new clients. Like, look what I did for other people, yada, yada, yada. Um, and that's why, the small ones like this make the most sense, because the application shouldn't take a whole lot of time either.
Okay.
Okay, can we commit to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know what your one thing is going to be for the following week, but I'm going to put my one thing is that I'm going to make the time to apply for this grant. Because if I keep pushing stuff off, then it'll be December 11th.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly. That's gonna be my one thing too. I'm gonna apply for this and bring somebody along.
So, and when you
Yeah.
set those particular goals, guys, you have to remember to put a date on them, because
Right.
these dates are flying by. Before
Yes.
you
Right.
know it, it's a year gone by. It's 9 months then went by. 6 months then went by. So, if you don't have a place of tracking, that also needs to be on your to-do list, is to put something on your tracking form. So that's the one thing for me, is that. And then, I don't know, what you guys are going to do for your one thing, but as a collective, this is the grant I think we all need to apply for.
Yes. That's gonna be my one thing, to make time to go ahead and apply for it, because yeah, I'll get sidetracked, and like you said, it'll be December 25th and I'm like, oh, it's supposed
Hmm.
to.
Right. Trying to do it the last minute.
Right.
Right.
And this is the kind of thing we need to be able to use for all marketing for next year and all these other great things. If somebody can get it.
Right.
And the more applications we put in collectively, the higher our chances that somebody within our team hopefully gets it. So I think we will um share this out. I'll take a look at it, because like I said, I'm going to apply so I can have those frequently asked questions answered.
Cool. You know what? Now that I remember, I missed last week, so I didn't hear about the list speech she spoke about.
I don't know what day it was, tell you the truth. I don't be knowing the days, y'all. Seriously, I really don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, like last week, it was 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I don't know. I just looked at my thing today and seen I'm supposed to be somewhere, and then it was like, you're supposed to be in Puerto Rico. Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I got somewhere to be on Friday, and I keep double booking myself, and I, I don't know. That's what happened yesterday. Was crazy story, funny story, and then we can wrap up, because don't need to spend a whole lot of time. We need to actually use this time to go and do this application.
Yes.